People love movies and television, etc. It's entertaining. People love and idolize celebrities, which they shouldn't do. These people are deceivers. They sold out. I don't have respect for these people. I love them and want them to go to heaven, right? As people that are lost in this world. But these people, they know what they're doing. And again, they don't know what they're doing because if they did, they'd have faith in Jesus for salvation, which is the thing to do for everyone. But they do know what they're doing because they do these signs, symbols, and agendas. They're clearly pushing it for the powers that shouldn't be. The people that make the movies, right? Film directors. We're going to look at two of them right now, Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino. I've liked movies from both these people in the past. Since my eyes have been opened by the Lord, I do not like their movies anymore. I don't want to participate. And I'm not saying I'll never watch a movie again or whatever, but I really want to stay clear of all this stuff. I don't want to be a hypocrite. And again, they're sold out. And once you realize that, it puts a bitter taste in your mouth, or it should anyways. Okay, so no, really, these guys are doing signs and symbols that are of Freemasonry. That's a problem because Lucifer the light bearer is their small g god, and that is Satan. People have such a hard time believing that Satan would be so prevalent, but he is. He's the small g god of this world. So he does have some power and sway. Not even close to the Lord. The Lord is going to set things right. I know people have questions like why God would allow the world to be like this and, have all these things like disease and cancer and sickness and all why would God do this? We're living in a fallen world. If we put our faith and trust in Jesus, we will have salvation. And that's all that really matters if you think about it. Martin Scorsese is doing the Eye of Horus, one eye symbolism. He's darkening one eye here, doing one eye symbolism. Why are all these people doing this? I'd like to hear what people say. If they don't believe what I'm saying, what is your answer for why they all do these things? He's on a magazine cover, and he's using the little action clacker, or whatever it's called, and he's darkening one eye, doing one eye symbolism. He's got some film strip here covering one of his eyes, darkening it utterly, doing the Eye of Horus, one eye symbolism. He does the vow of silence, keeping the secret of the biblical world about how fame, fortune, and success really work, and most likely or certainly about Freemasonry. 666 on his hand. He's hanging out on the Freemason checkerboard. He's hiding his hand in his coat the way a Freemason would do. He's doing the Uttara Bodhi Mudra. Index fingers pressed together, pressed against his lips, other fingers interlocked. So no, he's not doing this. How many times have I said that phrase? If you were someone with your head in the sand, I'm not trying to be rude to you, but why don't you believe this already? I know the answer. You're brainwashed and blinded by Satan. That's a scary thing to realize if you finally realize that. It is. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay? It's very scary at first, but if you run towards Jesus, read the Bible, do a lot of things like that, have a prayer life, have faith, it will get better. The world won't get better, but you will be more confident in your faith in Jesus and you will trust him. Because he's the one to trust, not Satan, the father of lies. So again, if you've been watching my videos for a bit, how many times have I said, index fingers pressed together, pressed against the lips, other fingers interlocked? It's not always pressed against the lips, and fingers aren't always interlocked, but for the most part, that's what they're doing. Quentin Tarantino makes very violent movies. He was in an interview one time and he just walked out of the interview because he doesn't want to get real and talk about his movies being so violent. And that definitely plays on people's minds, especially young, impressionable children, right? I don't think they should be watching his violent movies, but, right? People do anything nowadays. You can get anything online. You can, But he's doing the vow of silence, keeping the secret of the biblical world. But fame, fortune, success, Freemasonry. He's doing the vow of silence again. He's doing the vow of silence again. Probably just a coincidence this happens every day, right? He's doing one-eye symbolism. He's doing one-eye symbolism. This film strip where the light there is highlighting one eye, and he's got this eye open as well, but that's more one-eye symbolism. He does 6, 6, 6 over his eye of Horus. He does it again there, and he's doing the vow of silence with the tape on his mouth. And he's doing it again there. He's doing 666 on his hand. Or if you're in denial, everything's just A-okay in the world, right? Hell doesn't exist. Satan doesn't exist. Don't need to worry about that stuff. Just living my best life now. He's doing the devil horns on both hands, and he's also doing as above, so below. He's hiding his hand the way a Freemason would do. He's hiding his hand on his coat the way a Freemason would do. He's doing the Uttara Bodhi Mudra, index fingers pressed together, other fingers interlocked. Look at him. He's so enlightened. No one's going to figure this out, right? And when I see something like this, God says in the Bible, though all they that hate me love death. It seems like Quentin Tarantino loves death if you watch his movies. There's a lot of death in his movies, and it's very bloody and violent. So he's holding a gun to his head because those that hate God love death. Brothers and sisters, everyone else, God bless you.